Hello, welcome to this short video where I'll be talking through CMI Assignment 501. This is the second in the series, and I'm going to be looking at assessment criteria 1.2, a couple of references for you, and some ideas for helping you write this part of the assignment. So, what is 1.2? Still part of task one, but it's our second assessment criteria. So analyze the purpose of an organization's mission and vision statements. Just going to highlight that word analyze. So it's the mission command word. It's the command word. It's the thing that the CMI are looking for us to do. So not just describe, but analyze. So that means we need to break the subject or situation into separate parts, examine each part in detail, identify the main issues, show how the main ideas are related to practice, why they are important. All right. So what do I read into that? It's that we just go back to our question, we need to pull apart what we mean by a mission statement and a vision statement. What's the connection between the two, and make some judgments perhaps in terms of why are they important in practice. So to respond to that, I think we need probably a little bit of theory and a little bit of practice. So let's see how we go. So what do we mean by mission statement? Let's start there. Here is a perspective from Forbes. The reference is just down at the bottom there. So what Forbes say about a mission statement? A brand is the sum of how a product or business is perceived by those who experience it, customers, employees, investors, media. Creating a mission statement that explains the purpose of your business or organization allows you to shape that perception and provide an almost instant connection. A mission statement not only explains what your company does, but also the why behind it. So why do we do what we do? So this perspective, it seems to me to be very much about communication. So it's a mission statement is generally a short and to the point statement that explains what the business is all about. Why does it do what it does in order to connect with customers, employees, investors, media, external stakeholders. So what does the business do today? Why does the business exist now? Okay, mission statement. By contrast, vision statement, and this is from Mind Tools, vision statements also define your organization's purpose, but they focus on its goals and aspirations. These statements are designed to be uplifting and inspiring. They're also timeless. Even if the organization changes its strategy, the vision will often stay the same. So, whereas a mission statement is about why we do what we do now, vision statements are typically about the future. So, they're setting out our ambitious vision or our goals. Where do we want to be in 3 years' time or 5 years' time? So, usually, vision statements will be kind of longer range aspirational goals for the organization. There we go. I would say, in terms of analysis, so they're slightly different. A mission about why we are now, vision about where we are in the future, but they have shared components in terms of the reason or the rationale for doing it. A couple of examples. So what do you think? Have a look at this. See if you can guess the organization, and do you think this is a mission or a vision? So here's our first example. To keep human connection at the heart of commerce. So digital organization that's been sort of on the rise, I would say. I know a few people who use it actually to sell all sorts of interesting things that they make at home. Any guesses? Right. It's Etsy, and it's a mission statement. So to keep human connection at the heart of commerce. I think not so much a goal for the future, it's why they exist today. So it's the purpose of the organization today. Well, obviously the purpose of the organization is to make shed loads of money, but that isn't going to necessarily engage your customers and your key stakeholders. So it's a little bit more. There's a little bit more to it than just about making shed loads of money. So there we go. It's a mission statement, communicates the brand. It says why the organization does what it does. Another example. Be the global leader in convenient foods and beverages by winning with purpose. So what do you think? Any guess is pretty generic, isn't it? Could be all sorts. So I'm not sure I like this one quite as much. What do you think though? Mission or vision? I'm going towards vision with this one because it's to be the global leader. And unless they already are, it seems to me to be an aspiration, something that the organization might be striving for in the future. So it's PepsiCo, and it's their vision statement. There we go. So you see, not so much about why we exist now is the goal that we're striving for in the future. So therefore, more vision than mission. So what's the purpose of all of this? Why do organizations do it? It is, so as we've seen, it's about communication internally with our stakeholders, but it's also about raising brand awareness. So it's kind of communicating to the world what the organization is all about and where is it going. I think with either actually possibly a little bit more vision, it's about alignment. So if you've got, your employees, your suppliers, your customers, your people who are engaged in the organization, if you can communicate where you're going, what your destination is, what your goals, and it means that people can align their efforts, their work, and their focus to that common objective, to that big common goal. So it's that alignment of decision making and ways of working for your kind of key stakeholders so that people are pulling in the same direction rather than going off in completely different directions. It also should be uplifting and motivational. So part of it is to be a positive. As you've seen for those two examples, they're very positive. They're ambitious. They should give people a reason to get out of bed in the morning. So there we go. Mission and vision. What you should think about doing when you're writing the CMI assignment is think about your organization as ever. Bring it back to that. Do you have a mission and or a vision statement? Say some organizations have one, some organizations have both. And from your perspective as a leader or manager in your business, what is the purpose of having that mission or vision statement? What does it give you? How does it help you? Does it help you to think about how you use resource? Does it help you to communicate your organization's brand or intentions? Do you use it to kind of influence how you make decisions and what you choose not to do? Perhaps again, we've got lots of things that we could do, but if there are options which don't perhaps align to your vision, then should you do them? So these are just some thoughts really that will hopefully help you with that. So it's just really key in terms of once we've broken it down and we looked at mission and vision, let's then bring it back to why do they matter in your context? What do you think about that? There we go. And that is 1.2. Thank you very much. And I hope you found that helpful. Look forward to the next video where I'll be talking about the third assessment criteria.